Welcome to Passion for Books. My name is Kim. Today I'm bringing you a book declutter video. So let's get into the books that I'm passing on, as well as the reasons why I am choosing to pass these books on. Alright, so the first, or I should say the majority of the books that I am choosing to pass on are simply because I actually, as you can tell, I've got new background. When I went through my books to put them up on these new shelves, I found a lot of duplicate books, so that's the major reason why I am passing on the majority of these books. And then I think I've talked about the others in other disappointing type videos, books that I've DNF'd, bottom three, those types of videos. So I'm not going to go into a great deal because I've already talked about them previously. But let's get into the actual books that you came here to see. So the first one is one of my OG authors that got me into reading Regency or historical romance, and it's Joanna Lindsey, and it's called Tender Rebel. And again, I have another copy of this book. I love her, and I want to do some videos in the future about my OG authors and who got me in. And if you're interested in getting into romance and historical romance, it's kind of up your alley. So those are videos in the future that I want to do. But anyways, love this book. I can't get rid of her outside of this particular one because I already have another copy of this particular book. So this is what she looks like, Tender Rebel. And another Joanna Lindsey book is called So Speaks the Heart. I absolutely love, and I'll show you up close of it. I love her writing. I have laughed, I have cried, pretty much the emotional gambit with a lot of her books. The things that she puts her characters through, they touch your heart and touch your emotions in so many different ways. It's not just a typical, he falls in love with her, she falls in love with him, and they live happily ever after. Her characters go through a lot to end up together. So very much, this is what this one looks like. Another really great tale, and a great author if you are interested in romance. Another historical romance, this is Julia Garwood, and it's called The Bride. Okay, so this I believe is in Scotland. Again, a historical romance. It's a clash between the English, the British, and the Scottish clans, and how the English girl gets together with the Scottish Highlander. I believe it's Highlander. And again, another copy I already have, so I'm passing this on to someone else who would like to be able to read it, because I can't read two copies of the same book. Another Joanna Lindsey book is The Captive Bride. Again, older covers. Again, these I have from late teens, early 20s, when I was way into more historical romance novels at that time. Again, my tastes have changed over time, but again, love this author. I cannot yet let go of all of her books. Again, the only reason I'm letting this one go is because I have another copy. Love her. Let's finish out with Joanna Lindsey. This is A Gentle Feuding. Again, this one's a little bit more dinged up, but maybe my used bookstore will be able to patch her back up and be able to pass it on. But again, I have read and reread and read and reread her so many times. Again, I have another copy, so again, I'm passing this one along. It kills me. I am such a book hoarder, but I love my books, and it's so hard to pass on books. But if I'm not reading them, then they're just collecting dust, and that's kind of the mindset I'm having to go in. If I want to bring new content in, I've got to let content go. Unfortunately, it kills me. All right, I think the last 5 books, I believe, are all YA books. The first set have all been adult books, at least 18 or older, unless you, of course, you have your parents' permission, and that's between you and your parents. But this is a Harry Potter, again. That's what it looks like. So probably one of the more original covers when they first came out. This is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by J.K. Rowling, if you didn't know that already, but most people do. Again, I have another copy, so again, I don't need to keep extra copies. So that one's being passed on. For my Stephenie Meyer fans, this is Twilight. Again, I have an extra copy. I think I ended up with 2 or 3 copies of this book, and I know I've taken 1 or 2 to work and put on my bookshelves at work for my students, but I still ended up with an extra copy again. So I have the other one up here. So passing this one along, and it's still in pretty much pristine condition. I still don't know how I ended up with so many copies of the same books, but that is the price of a book hoarder. You forget what you read and what you have. This was from a summer from the book outlet. It's Beast and Beauty. It was a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, but it was so far out there. Show you what it looks like. Clearly, this is by Stacey J, and I just didn't get along with this book. I tried to read it at least twice, and I've not wanted to pick up each time I put it down. I just don't have a desire to even pick it up. So I'm going to pass it on to maybe someone else who can enjoy this world better than I currently do. Same thing with this one. It is also from the book outlet. This is from Jessica Corey. It's The Forbidden Wish. This is Aladdin retelling. I just lost interest, and I have no desire to actually pick it back up. I thought I might, and the last couple of TBRs I've thought about picking it back up, but I just can't find the desire to really want to pick it back up. So it was good when I started it, but there are other things I would rather read, and again, I have right now no desire to pick it up, so I'm going to pass it on while it's still fairly new and great condition, and someone else can enjoy it, because for whatever reason, I'm not clicking with that particular book. And this one should not be any surprise. This is from Aditi Khorana. It's The Library of Fates. I talked about this in at least 2 videos. Again, show you what it looks like. I just could not read the book, so I'm passing it on. Someone else may enjoy it. So those are the 10 books, I believe, that I am decluttering out of. As you can tell, I've got a lot of books, so in order to bring, again, more content in, I've got to let some content go, and I have more books that are on my declutter shelf that I want to make a video on as well, but I didn't want this video to be astronomically long, so I'm just going to do it in small groupings for that. So if you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell so that you are notified of all my future content. And until my next video, I hope you have a good one. Bye.